So there you go. What an amazing game between the Scarlets and Glasgow at Scotstoun. The perfect way to kick off a brilliant weekend of rugby in the PRO14. This is PRO14 Weekly. We're going to look back at the weekend's action. We're going to focus specifically on the Scarlets Glasgow game that happened on the Friday night. Have a look at some match footage and review it as well. So if you enjoy this one, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe and leave your thoughts down below. We'll also review all the other matches from the games. Let's get into it. So a game starts in lively fashion. Both teams are seriously up for this one. Two massive scrums, and the second scrum, Glasgow pushes the Scarlets back. Now the Scarlets put in their own 22, but Glasgow overpower them, and they get the points as well from that 3-point kick from Brandon Thompson, the fly half. So Glasgow leading, showing their dominance in the pack and physically, but it was Scarlets who had the first big chance. Scarlets doing well here to get the ball from the line out. They play the ball into their forwards, going through the phases now. Glasgow know that if they go wide, Scarlets will have an opportunity to score. Getting over the gain line here is good work from the forwards. Scarlets in complete control and showing the style of play they were playing last season, taking their opportunities. They've got to go wide though. They need to go wide. It's out to Dan Jones. Dan Jones out to Asquith. Asquith out to James. Oh, he's dropped it. He has actually dropped it. The try line was at his mercy, but the debutant has dropped it. What an opportunity to make a name for himself. We'll have a look at that again, but he's dropped it just at the line. Fortunate for the Scarlets, the Glasgow were offside, but he has dropped it. What a nightmare for the new player for Scarlets. Puts his hand up there in recognition of his mistake, but it's not ideal for him. Let's have a look at it again. The ball comes out wide here. They go out wide. They go out wide. Oh, such a mistake. Scarlets, though, have the opportunity to add 3 points here. Can Dan Jones do it? Quite an easy kick for him. Let's see if he can get it. Kicks it. He's missed it. He has missed it. Quite a shock, that kick there. But it wasn't to worry for Dan Jones, as he kicked over a penalty in the 37th minute for Scarlets to put them ahead. It was 6-3 to Scarlets at this point. They were leading, and it was such a tight game, such tense, not that many opportunities, but he kicked the points for them. But Warriors come back into the game. It's all square again in the 40th minute, just before half time. It's Brandon Thompson once again. The Scarlets collapse them all in their own 22, and he kicks it over, and they go in half time at 6-all. We were praying and hoping for more interesting second half, more attacking rugby. We certainly got it. So the second half started the same way as the first ended. Glasgow Warriors getting a penalty. This time Scarlets penalised at the breakdown for not supporting their own body weight, and Brandon Thompson kicked over the points. He had a fantastic match, possibly candidate for man of the match, but he kicks it over, and Glasgow Warriors lead for the first time in this game. It's Warriors are leading 9 points to 6. Rui Jackson looks to clear. It's a poor kick though, and Tom James picks it up, going towards the defence now. Kieran Hardy, lovely ball inside. Over to Asquith. Asquith is through. Hardy's on the support line. He's in from the 22. He's going to score. And it's a lovely try from the Scarlets, number 9. And the conversion is added by Dan Jones. Some great play there from the Scarlets. Just awareness to pick the right line and to attack. And great support from the young scrum half. That's 8 tries now in 9 games for him. He is behind Gareth Davis in the pecking order. But while he's at the World Cup, he's got to take his chance. And he surely is giving Brad Moore a bit more to think about. What a try there from the young Scarlets player. Scarlets here, right on the Warriors try line. They've got to go wide. Surely they have got to go wide now. They go forward once again through the forwards being possibly greedy here, but what will the Scarlets do now? Hardy trying to command his players, trying to dictate what's going to happen. How long can the Warriors go through with this? It's another drive for the line. The ball comes out wide here. It's out. It's Ashquith on a brilliant line, and it's a fantastic try for the Scarlets. And the Scarlets now are in cruise control. That's 2 tries in quick succession for them. They are leading. The TMO will check this one. Has he grounded it clearly? It looks good to me. He's got it in hands, in control, and he grounds it beautifully. I'm sure that's a try for the Scarlets. It must be a try. Surely the ref has got to give that a try. Let's have a second look at it. Steph Evans picks it up. Certainly a try. What a try from the winger out of the Wales squad. Will that point back into Wayne Pivac's mind when he gets in? The ref surely is going to give it. Yes, he gives it. They go wider through the backs now. Ball out. Brandon Thompson. Great line. What a try. He's deserved that. What a try for Warriors. There you go. You can see the forwards creating the fake pod and confusing the Scarlets defence. But Brandon Thompson takes full advantage of it. And it's a great try for Glasgow. Glasgow back. Scarlets could have wrapped the game up Angus O'Brien, who had come on as fly half instead of Dan Jones. Had an opportunity for a penalty. Quite an easy penalty, in fact, just outside the 22. A bit to the right of the post, but he really should be pouring that over, but he misses it, hits the post, and maybe the tension, the nerves, and the pressure of the situation was really telling, and that was in the 67th minute for Scarlets. So they could have put the game to bed at 28-16, but they couldn't do it. How would Warriors respond? Let's find out. They go long with the long pass to the forward here. Lovely cut in from him. Tackled. Lovely offload. It's Hugh Jones. Possibly going for the line. Great tackle. What an offload. And it is Glasgow are in. What a try. Stafford McDowell. What a try. Was his legs in touch? No, he's off the ground. What an offload from Hugh Jones. Is that what Scotland are missing at the Rugby World Cup? What a offload. Someone get that man to... It doesn't look good here for Scarlets. Collapsing them all. He is off. McLeod, Josh McLeod is yellow carded for collapsing them all. The pressure is truly on Scarlets now. Can they hold out for the next minute or so? Glasgow, can they get that try to win the game? 4 points. The clock is red. It looks like it's been possibly turned over by the Scarlets. No, Glasgow still have it. Yes, it's now turned over by the Scarlets. The Scarlets have it. Surely they have it. It looks like they may possibly have got it. No, Glasgow still have possession. Can Glasgow do it? It is a tense moment here. No room for error. No room for mistake. Have Scarlets turned it over? Scarlets have turned it over. All they have to do now is kick it off. The ref plays advantage. It's going to be off the pitch. Surely now. It's off. Scarlets win 25-21 with a man in the bin as well. What a match for us. So there we go, the Scarlets holding on to win 25-21. That's 2 wins out of 2 for them, while the Warriors have not won a game yet this season. That will be concerning for Dave Rennibo. Pretty impressive performance in the second half, and unfortunate not to be able to finish it. Good performances by Hugh Jones. Brandon Thompson at fly half had a great game for them, but Scarlets' defence, their blitz defence, was so powerful all day. The other score from the night, as an Ospreys fan, is not one I want to say out loud much, but Leinster absolutely smashed Ospreys 53 points to 5 at the RDS. An incredible performance, a hat-trick for the Leinster hooker, so Driving Moore really taking part in that game. But yeah, tough game for Ospreys out there. Now let's have a look at the Saturday games. Let's do this. So there were plenty of games on the Saturday night to get our teeth into and throughout Saturday afternoon. Although the Rugby World Cup took most of the attention of the weekend, these were the results from the rest of the weekend's matches. First of all, Munster got a win out in South Africa against the Southern Kings, beating them 31 points to 20. A really important victory for the Irishmen. The other result, Dragons, that's why I'm wearing their shirt today. They got their first away win in the PRO14 since 2015 by thrashing Zebra. 28 points to Zebra, 52 to Dragons. What a performance. Dragons fans, let me know your thoughts down in the comments down below. And you guys are going to be the team in focus next week when you play against Connacht. The Blues, Cardiff Blues, were unfortunate to lose at home against Edinburgh, losing 11 points to 19. Not the greatest result for them, not an incredible match by any stretch of the imagination. Cheetahs continued their fine form, of course. They absolutely smashed Glasgow at home, and they've absolutely smashed Ulster at home as well. 63 points to 26 are they dark horses for this year's competition. And finishing off, Connacht thrashed Benetton at home 41 points to 5. So Dragons and Connacht are the focus game next weekend. So that will be out Sunday evening / Monday evening. So just be sure to be subscribed to keep up to date with that. Thank you very much for watching, and leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Peace.